Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Partner, you know when we call him a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 33 in the first. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, Jackson, and he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. first down, Esiason.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Esiason. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2nd down, here's Esiason. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. Rice, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 3rd down, Jackson, and he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Dumps it off to Mixon. Dances by him. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Esiason on second down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how our drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
No, we change it. Ready? Go.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 3 yards remain for second down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
You change it. Nice shot. No. Report! We're gonna go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Rice. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw.
Esiason.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, hey. 13. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
They go play action with Esiason.
Flushed out right. is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Esiason. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15, and he's out right at the 25. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yeah. Hey, shot. You. Right here.
Throwing is Jackson. That'll be caught by Rice.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Again, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Play action. It's Esiason. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Looking to throw.
Esiason.
Looking left side of it. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
13. Middle.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Rice. Room here to run. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
William Jackson with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? That crazy situation we just saw there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Rice. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
On 1st and 10, it's Esiason.
And the catch made by Johnson.
On the move past the 40, down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bengals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
No. It's hot. Hey.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 75 yards.
And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Esiason.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw.
Esiason.
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 166 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute, because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run on 1st down. It's Rice. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in about the time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.